name's Chase McKim. I'm a barber owner in Downtown Livermore at Cut to the Chase Barbershop. I was one of those kids who was like oddly particular about how their hair looked. And I went to an old barber here in town right next to the First Street Ale House. I just remember the old school like barbershop feel and vibe, and I could like pretty much still picture it in my head and still like smell it. I was in 6th or 7th grade when he retired. So I was forced to go to the major chain haircutting place. I remember one time I was walking home from one of the haircuts, like literally crying. And I went home and I was like, I'm not going to this place ever again. So I started cutting my own hair. It was easy enough, you know, it was like number 6 on top and a 2 on the sides. So 2 on the sides, 3, 4, 5, that's how it started fading. So I would cut some of my buddy's hair, and then I was leaving my buddy's house and I had a little Honda Accord and I saw a free barber chair, like kind of like what I'm sitting in right now. So I shoved it in the back of my Honda Accord. I put it in my dad's garage. I would set all my clippers up on his workbench. I would invite my friends over and I would cut their hair just because I thought it was fun. And I wouldn't charge them. They would come by like before a dance or something like that, bring me like a super burrito. Up until about 1.5 years ago, I was just bartending, just serving bartending, kind of stuck in that comfort zone. A couple years ago, I started getting a pain in my shoulder. It got bad enough to the point where I actually had to take 6 weeks off of work. Within that 6-week period, I just kept getting this vision of just like opening up an old school barbershop in downtown Livermore. Finally picked up the phone and started calling barber school. So I went to Urban Barber College in Concord. Started in, I believe, April of 2015. It's definitely like my calling in life. I definitely feel like God put this in my heart as my passion. Looking back at it, I could totally see his footprints there. I've had people tell me my whole life that I should go to barber school. I was just always like, no, this is just something that I like to do on the side. I literally think it took him causing this injury for me to like say, hey, like what you're doing right now isn't working. Here we are sitting here 1.5 years later, or 2 years later in my barbershop. To me, like barbering is my form of service. So it's much more than just like the haircut. I love making people look fresh. I'm most certainly addicted and have a passion to cutting hair. So yes, I like crispy lines. I like styling hair. I like doing the fades. I love all of that. But it's much more than that. I feel like it's like just interacting with that person, just being there, an ear for them. To be able to give them advice if you've been in a similar situation or whatever, that goes so much farther than just like the cut itself.